Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Good morning. If it's morning for you, it probably isn't when I upload this, but it's morning for me right now, so good morning to me. This is my fourth time doing the intro because I keep messing up, but welcome back to another video. Please hit that like button and subscribe, and make sure you keep up to date with all my videos, and please just share my YouTube channel around with your friends, around with everyone, so that we can just all support each other and just be supportive. So today I'm gonna do like a vintage video because like I'm doing, as you probably understand by the title and my first time tag, they're not that like big nowadays, but like I find them really interesting, and it's a good way for you guys to get to know me a little more. So basically that's why I decided to do it. Also, I thought it'd be like fun. I mean, who doesn't want to know these answers to these questions? Probably none of you, but I mean, basically there's just loads of questions about your first times at things, and I'll just answer them, and that's it really. And then the questions came up, but I did not come up with these by myself. Anyway, straight in. I said don't think about it. She took me out. Battery in my camera does not look great, but we're gonna attempt. So the first question is, first app you check when you wake up in the morning. That is definitely, well, it depends. Usually it's probably my alarm, so I can like turn off my alarm, but I feel like that's such like a annoying answer, so it's probably Snapchat, to be honest. Yeah, I use Snapchat a lot. I mean, who doesn't? Second question, first broken bone. Okay, so I remember this story actually. It's very funny. Well, it's probably not, but I was at my friend Alex's, I don't know what birthday it was. It was in like second year maybe? I don't know, but maybe it was her like 15th, 16th. I was probably her 16th because I remember there being a lot of people there. Birthday, and I had on these like boots, like Ugg boots, and I remember I think I took them off, and like, and then she was standing in front of me, and I remember like walking into the back of, like straight, my foot like went into the straight back of her heel, like, you know when you just like walk into someone. No, I actually like, I was like, what the like what, like it was sore, and I was like, wow, that's so weird. Like I literally did, nothing happened. And then I happened to like go home, wait a while, and then I had to go to the hospital because I was like, oh my god, this looks like broken, my toe, like 3 of them. And turns out they were. I had a full up to my knee cast. It was dreadful. It didn't last that long in a cast and stuff, but that was my first broken bone. First foreign country you've ever visited. I think that it was actually here. I don't know if it was New York, but it was definitely America. And I think I was like 5 months old. I was like just the right age for traveling. First celebrity crush. Okay, so I'm trying to remember, and I think it was Chad Michael Murray, or else it was Corbin Blue. Like it was probably Corbin Blue first. I don't know which one of them was first. Sorry, I was in such a daze there. I don't know which one of them was first, but they were the two, like, so yeah, I loved them. First crush. Okay, so this was in about, okay, so I don't even know who comes first, because there was like, I remember like 2 specific strong crushes that I had, or like 3 that I had throughout my childhood until I was like maybe what, 15? Oh wait, not 15, sorry, like 12. Basically I think I know the first one was this guy from my primary school. He was in a different class and stuff, and it was just so funny. We did actually used to talk and stuff, so it wasn't like on my first crush, he never like talked to me kind of stuff. I mean, not to be bragging, but we actually did text each other. So nothing ever happened, but yeah, I feel like it's gonna be awkward because now if he's watching, he knows who he is, and he probably knew already, but like, this is awkward. They're just gonna get more awkward because the next few questions are just awkward. Anyway, my first ever date. Okay, I actually don't know the answer to this question. I went to the cinema once with a guy and all my friends, but like I don't think that was a date because everyone was there. So it was probably with Sean. I don't know, we probably just went to like get coffee or something. The next question, my first boyfriend. So I don't want to like say names because I just feel like that's just a bit awkward, and like they probably might not care, but like I just find it awkward. I'm just like, ooh. But my first boyfriend, I was 15. I was in TY, transition year, and he was in 6th year, and like it was fine. It's a long, complicated story, and it just didn't work out for lots of reasons that I won't get into. He probably doesn't watch these because I think he hates me, so that's awesome. So it doesn't really matter what I say because he's probably not gonna listen. Basically it didn't work out. Like obviously I still respect him to an extent, besides some other things that he's done, and like of course I have to admit, like I told him everything when I was with him, so I mean I can't just be like, ooh. It was so awkward. It was just an awkward relationship because I was just awkward, and it didn't work out. But I mean, next question. First ever kiss. I remember this. I was 15 again. It was not with my first boyfriend though. It was before this. I was so I'll just explain the story because it's funny. We were at this competition for martial arts, and basically it's just such a funny story. We had like been trying to be alone for ages, but like this guy's like brother was just like being really annoying, in a nice way, but like he just wouldn't go away, and we were like, okay, this is so awkward. And then at one stage I was like cold. Like I was probably not that cold, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get my jacket from the car, which was like a good enough walk to the car park, and like it's dark out. We were at like a end of competition party, so like it was dark out and stuff. So I went up to my dad and I was like, oh, can I have the keys to wear my jacket? And he was like looking at like the guy behind me, and he was like, but the only thing was he knew him like from like the sport and stuff, so like it was fine. It wasn't like someone that he was like, so he was like, yeah, go, and he gave me the keys. So we went, got my jacket out of the car, put on my jacket, and then like remember like standing like by the car and being like, oh, neither of us were walking, but like we were like, I don't know, we didn't tell each other to stop walking, and it was just awkward. And like, I mean, I probably was really nervous. I think he was too, and it was just awkward. And then I mean it kind of happened. I don't know, I feel like something nice was said. I just can't, I don't sound mean, but I just can't remember. I'm sorry. Next question. My first Instagram post. So I mean the first post that I have on my Instagram at the moment is probably not the first one I posted, because I did like go back and delete or archive some, but it's a picture of me, my dad, and my brother at, yeah, that's so not focusing. Oh, there we go. At Disneyland. I'm just rocking it out. Those cool sunnies. But my first pet. So my first pet, which isn't exactly like mine, but like it was the pet we had in our family, was a dog called Leo. He was a Bichon Frise. No, I do not have a picture of him. But basically, we had him for a long time, as far as I can remember. Basically, our neighbor kicked him in the head. He got a head tumor. It was just dreadful, brain tumor, and then he went blind, and it was just horrible. And we eventually did have to put him down because he was in so much pain, and it was the worst. I remember being in 3rd class, my mom coming and she taking me out of class, but actually walking to the class, which wasn't like a thing, I don't think. And I remember coming out and going home and saying my goodbyes, and it was one of the most emotional things I've ever felt in my whole life. He is actually buried in my childhood home, the burial sign. He's wrapped in one of my favorite blankets, and it's just heartbreaking, to be honest. I mean, let's move on because that's just sad. My first piercing and when did I get it? My first piercing was just regular ear piercing. I was 6, I think, for my 6th birthday. My auntie bought it for me. It got infected, closed up like 2 weeks later, so eventually got it redone. But yeah, that's the tea. Next question, my first tattoo, which I can't answer. Oh, pardon me. I actually have, why am I doing 5 tattoos? Yeah. My first one was a tree on my back of my shoulder. I got it at a competition in September last. So the September before the last September, so like a year ago or something. I was 17, I was not 18, but I got it in Portugal. The guy did it freehand. I want to add some flowers in eventually, but just not yet. My first love, I can say with ease, is Sean. As cringy it is, first and last love. The next question follows that. The first person that ever broke my heart was also Sean. So there we go. There's 2 in 1. We did break up. I don't know if people know that, but after about 5-6 months of being together, he ended it. He likes to think it was a mutual ending, but really he broke up with me. I was absolutely, oh, there's my alarm, sorry. I was absolutely distraught. We're good now. It was one of the best things that happened to us, because we know now the pain we feel when we're apart, and I will talk about more about that stuff when we do a video together. Okay, why are these all about him now? The first person who texts when something exciting happens is probably Sean or Sinead, because I just feel like Sinead just sent me a video. Oh, let's open it. Yeah, because they just make me the happiest. So, first time drinking alcohol. I was not of the age, but it was fine. It was at my, I think this, well, like, obviously I had like a sip of like my dad's Guinness and stuff like growing up. I mean, that sounds like so dodgy, but you know, like, just, I probably did before this, but my first time drinking probably was at my brother's 21st. See, the last question, which is really uninteresting, but I probably should have ended on a better question, but is my first CD. Now, I don't think it was a CD. I can't remember of the name of it. Give me a second, I'm gonna check. It was, yeah, it was, see, it was like a CD that had You're Beautiful by James Blunt on it, which is my favorite song, along with a different song that basically wasn't the question, but it wasn't the like whole album. I think it was just like the single of that song. I don't remember, but I remember the front of it not being the full album, just being that song, unless I don't know what it was. Ooh, maybe I'm remembering wrong, it was ages ago, but that was it. So thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. A bit of an insight into my life. At some stage I want to do like a deeper Q&A where I actually talk about like a lot of stuff that I went through with my family and friends, and a lot of stuff that was just hard to deal with, and eventually I'm going to do a video on that. It's just at the moment I'm not ready, so we're gonna wait a little bit until I feel comfortable and then we will. But for now, thank you for watching. Please hit that, okay, it's not a love button, but please hit that like button, guys, and just be supportive of each other, because it's so important these days, and we need to be kind, and just make sure number one thing always is be the reason someone else smiles. Simple. I love you always.
And all this shit is a mirage. I'm just rapping for a cause. The life, the fame, the lights, the game. We break the laws, don't like to change.